The UFC 308 press conference has just concluded, and my friends, it was so much longer than the usual press conference. This one was about 35 minutes. Usually there are 15-20 minutes. This one was longer, but not in a good way. The questions that they were being asked were absolutely abysmal. Dana White signed someone, this 9-0 Russian fighter. He said some around that region of fighter said, "Oh, I'm 9-0, 25 years old. Give me a chance," and brought him on stage. And then some guy wanted to come on stage and shake Dana's hand, and Dana has become soft. Usually he would say, "Absolutely not the time." But the Spanish media members asked the same question about 4 times to Dana White. "When you come to Spain, are you coming to Spain?" And Dana even said after the 3rd time, he said, "Look, these two have just asked me that. Yes, we're coming to Spain. I don't have any more information." Then the next question was, "What arena or stadium will you be at in Spain?" Then Dana was like, "Right, let me get Pete, the guy who organises the venues, to come and tell us." And he said they were looking at Barcelona or Madrid. And Ilia's face was like, "What?" Imagine Ilia Topuria brings the UFC to Spain but has to fight in the Barcelona stadium, which is his arch rival stadium. That would be absolutely hilarious. He would hate that. He probably would say no. Realistically, he would say, "No, Madrid, I'm not fighting in Barcelona." Da 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 da. Look, let's talk about it. The press conference as a whole. Max Holloway looks very weight drained. Ilia and Holloway had a few back and forths. Max was saying to him, "Look, be an adult, let me talk, stop interrupting me." The crowd on both of their sides, Max is a fan favourite. Ilia is evil. Ilia is genuinely evil. He's so confident. He's so ruthless. He's so, "I'm going to break his face." Da 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 da. I love it. I love Ilia giving this heel vibe. I do think he will lose. I do think Ilia is going to lose. However, I love his character. I love how well he's playing into this evil sort of like, "Yeah, I'm going to take everything you've worked for" type thing. Khamzat Chimaev, looking confident, he said, "Look, it doesn't matter what hairstyle I have, I'm going to come out here and do the job." Whittaker said similar things, Whittaker said, "Let's see how good his wrestling is. Wrestle with me and we'll see. We both have 25 minutes in there, so let's see. I want to be wrestled. Wrestle me, Khamzat." And the Australian news reporter said, obviously his fight will be on at 5 a.m. Australia time. Should we stay up and party and celebrate, or should we set an alarm and celebrate in the morning? And Khamzat said it's going to be a bad day in Australia that morning. And it got a crowd fired up, and Whittaker started laughing. Whittaker's a professional, man. But you have to remember, he is a welterweight coming up. He's a small guy compared to Khamzat. Khamzat killed himself to make welterweight. And look, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. The press conference was pretty boring. Not much happened. Ankalaev said, "I think I deserve title shot." Rakic said, "Oh, I think I'm going to get title shot." It's just so boring. Lerone Murphy said he's an elite striker who puts damage on people. The delusion in this man is fucking crazy. He's never really hurt anybody in his whole UFC career. At all. In recent time. He's a decision machine. And a do as little as possible to win machine. That's what I like to call him. But, guys, Max Holloway, Ilia Topuria is the one everyone's excited for. Khamzat Whittaker's hype now. Whittaker was doing his growling little face after the face-off. It was good. Longer press conference, which is great, but just so dull. Like, these fighters have no personality. The media teams are terrible. You need to be asking them questions which make the fighters bark at each other, which puts a bit of venom in each other's spirit. Ilia Topuria has that venom. Seems to be winding Holloway up a little bit, and Holloway's just like, "Jesus, man, like, get a grip." Holloway doesn't really care. Holloway's gonna go fight. He's a professional. He's been there over 30 times. It's nothing new to him. He's been in the UFC since he was 3, 4-0, crazy, or 5, 7-0. I don't know. I don't know. It's not made me change any of my picks. I'm excited for it. But obviously the blind guy was there, but I just ignore him. I dislike him immensely. He's an absolute weirdo. But he's a character, and the UAE fans love him. But can I just say this? All these stuck up Abu Dhabi oil and gas money media members that are going, "Oh, what, you need to come back 4 or 5 times a year. You want half the year all the pay-per-views to be in Abu Dhabi, I would kind of like that, because that way I don't have to stay up until 6 a.m. every morning. However, there's something about the UFC being in Vegas and Australia, and I can't wait for them to go to Spain. That'll be fun. I'm going to try and get tickets for that. But look, as far as press conferences go, there wasn't too much back and forth between any of them. Holloway was saying, look, we're going to find out. And then Ilia started mocking him, saying, oh, we're going to find out. Yes, we're going to find out. And started answering questions saying that, which was funny. I did quite enjoy that. It made me giggle. But look, just a quick one. These media members are god-awful. I want them to change. Not much happened this press conference. It was boring. Dana White gets loads of questions, and Dana just replies being like, yeah, we're working on it. Like, what can he say? The questions that they're being asked are so stupid. Obviously, him getting 2 guys on the stage in the space of 20 minutes to shake his hand and sign someone to the UFC, it's just ridiculous. And we don't want to be encouraging these 9-0 Dagestanis into the UFC. Dana seems to love them, and you want to know why he loves them? It's because in Saudi Arabia and in the UAE, they sell big money, and that's it. It's oil money, it's boring, it's fucking pathetic, and, we'll see what happens. But anyway, just a quick one, giving my thoughts on the press conference, and literally not much happens. The face-offs are always fun. Lerone Murphy's as delusional as always. Dan Ige is a sound guy. Ilia's evil. Ilia has an aura about him. He's an evil little man, and if he gets it done, he will fucking blow up and be a huge star. Robert Whittaker is hilarious as always. He's saying, yeah, we're going to fight, mate. We're going to fight. And he's just saying, like, it'll be fun. It'll be a good laugh. And he'll do his best. And let's see how it goes. I just want to say this. This week, the pay-per-view, I think the pay-per-views will be very good this week. It's an absolutely stacked card. I reckon 400,000 pay-per-view buys, maybe 500,000. Come on, Max. Max Holloway does look weight drained, though. I know he's weighing in probably 12 hours time, but he looks bad. He looks really, probably 13-14 hours till he weighs in, but he looks bad already. He sounded alright though, but you could tell he was getting a bit fed up. He's probably sat there starving, so it is what it is, and hope he pulls through. It's going to be a good night of fights.